Let's go ahead and get today's meeting started off with our usual table, shall we? Before we get started, I want to give a very special shout out to our paid members who are here today. To our immediate left here, look like we have Big Bird. How you doing there, Big Bird? And past him, we also have Derpy Moon. How you doing there, Derpy? Not gonna talk? Gonna talk? Good, excellent. And of course, over here on my faithful right-hand side, well, you're right, whatever, you know what I mean. We got my man Gameaholic. How you doing there, Gameaholic? It's a pleasure to have you here today. And actually, he's not here today, so filling in for Gameaholic, it's actually my man Dan. What's up, Dan?
Yo, yo, what's up?
Move your head when you talk. But anyway, we also got some good news for you guys about Dan. We'll be talking more about that here momentarily. So as of now, let me take a look at my notes. All right, let's go ahead and start today with our usual table, which is going to be Cubs and Knights. Now, over the last week, we've actually had a few quick changes, nothing too major. But one thing I will definitely have everyone take note of, if you're at home, I've just pushed my select button just so you can see for yourself. You'll notice how Arrow Rock is actually in a different uniform now. His colors has changed very slightly. That is a very important change that we made to the family. We felt it to be very important, mainly because his uniform actually represented a presidential staff uniform member when it is in this in particular fashion. Beforehand, it represented a black shield, in which case he was not retired, so no need for him to have a retired uniform, right? Right? All right, but outside of that, there is a few additional changes coming to the Cub overall, but that's going to be yet to be determined. So, as of now, if you're a Cub or a Knight, please stay tuned. But just know there is some great things coming to your division, coming to your guys' ranks in particularly. We're looking out for you guys. We promise. With that being said, is there anything on the Cub and Knight table that anyone would like to talk about today? Cubs and Knights going once. Cubs and Knights going twice. Cubs and Knights, Cubs and Knights. Excellent. With nothing else on Cubs and Knights, let's get ready to move on up to our green shell table. So, let's take a look here. Now, as far as this month is concerned, we have been doing a fantastic job as a whole bringing in members into TCK. If you do not know what you're doing, or if you just don't feel confident about the process, but you would like to help the family out in some way, shape, or form, you can. All you have to do is either A, start playing with us more, or B, get with a member of the presidential staff, either this guy right here or myself, and we'll be more than happy to kind of walk you guys through the very basics of how to recruit for the family, how to prospect for the family. It's not as hard as you think it is. We assure you, it's became a much easier process. So outside of that, over this next couple of weeks, I'm just going to request that we do the best we can to continue to get our members in check. And that'll be, excuse me, guys, I'm very sorry. If you don't have kids, this interruption was brought to you in part by Baby Ray. Have you beat your kids lately? No, just a little joke there. but all jokes aside, you guys, all jokes aside, if you're not helping out with the Green Show process, there's 1,001 things you can be doing to help us out with that. You don't have to be hosting the events, but just being a part of them just totally gives the family a better perception, a better appearance to the overall overall member as they perceive TCK for the first time. So let's not spend too much time on Green Shield. As you can tell, my kids kind of got me a little rambling on. But is there anything on Green Shield that you guys feel we should kind of talk about? Anything at all, Green Shield? Questions going once, going twice.
Uh,
Oh, okay. Dan, what's on your mind?
before you actually came in, Ray, I was just telling the guys that we just need to make sure we are just playing with these guys more often, and continue doing the olive branch piece and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
so they can
Mm-hmm.
have more people to play with while they when they're on. I'll wait for you to get to the commander table to talk about the last thing. But yes, just making the green shoes feel more comfortable and playing with them on. If you see them on, send them an invite and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all I really have.
Game of yes, why do I keep doing that? Dan, can I ask you a personal question?
What's up?
Are you comfortable right now?
I'm good.
What about now?
I can do that too, so I'm good.
Excellent point of view, Spartan. Excellent point of view. So, I don't know why I keep trying to pull this thing out. You guys obviously can tell I want to shoot somebody right now. But anyway, thank you so much for bringing that up, Dan. That is very critical, everyone. The olive branch of peace is something that we should all be taking due notice of. It's not something that is required of the new member, but it's expected that we teach them via this one symbolic action. And according to the new Xbox friends list, you have to send an olive branch to become friends with someone anyway. If I send you a friend request and you don't send one back, I'm a follower. In which case, I know when you're on, but do you know when I'm on? I doubt it because we're not friends. I'm your friend, but you're not mine. So keep that in mind, all TCK members. Just because one person had you on a friend list, you may want to make sure that you're equally on theirs. But thank you for bringing that up, Dan. That was a very, very wonderful topic to kind of contribute today. Is there anything else that anyone has today for the table? Green show table, anyone? No? All right. Well, with that being said, green show table going once. Okay. Gameaholic. We're just gonna look up to the heavens because I don't know where the hell you're talking to me from. Yes, Gameaholic, wherever you are. Is he underneath the desk? You underneath the desk, ain't he?
I think that
Anyway,
was
where are
rude.
you at? Oh, that was Rue. Please, excuse me. I am so sorry, Rue. Okay, so as of now, and this is for the remainder of the year, it's not really a requirement for a cub or a knight to actually join the website community. It's encouraged for them to do so, mainly so they can stay up to date with the family and know what's going on. Membership is 100% free, so there's not too much for us to be concerned about from an admin point of view. But we do also understand that a lot of children may not have the resources or their parents may not allow them the resources to interact with the internet. And in which case that seems to be more of a cub problem than a night problem. So one of the changes I can personally predict that's going to be coming about because of this is we're probably going to be changing the name of the Cub Spartan Company to the Knight Spartan Company in respects to the fact that you guys are the ones who usually are trusted enough, not only on our behalf, but on behalf of your parents, to actually make these kind of decisions for your own personal internet life without having to be monitored so strictly. So, as of now, it's not a requirement at all for any Knights or Cubs to register to the website. But in the upcoming presidential physical year, I will predict that that will definitely be a change that at least the night class will be affected by. But thank you for bringing that up. That was a very good topic, Rue. Very good topic. Okay, so do we have any other topics? Oh, my daughter Isis has a topic. Icy Bear, you want to say hi? You say hi to TCK? No, just make a lot of noise for Dada. Alrighty. Okay, so anyone else here have any topics they would like to talk about as far as the Green Shield is concerned? Green Shield going once, going twice. Green Shield, Green Shield, Green Shield. With nothing else on Green Shield, let's move up on to today's member table. Now, just to give you guys an idea, TCK has went through a lot of changes over the last couple of weeks. I noticed that my personal appearance has been here today, gone tomorrow kind of thing right now. In which case, I'm very sorry about that. But on the days that I'm actually gone tomorrow, you can actually safely say that I have been doing a lot of stuff for you guys from behind the scenes. Now, if you get a chance to actually log onto the website anytime in the near future, you will notice that on the website there has been a ton of updates. More so on the first time users experience as well as in the members section, but when you click on that welcome zone, you're going to notice a lot of changes as you start exploring the welcome center as a whole. You will notice that it's easier to get to the About Us page. It's easier to learn about how to donate, how to become a paid member. In addition to that, all of the member zones have been properly updated. So every member zone now has access to its own personal level of content. Please be warned, if you're a free member, your zone will not be updated as much anymore. But it is going to suffice to get us through the rest of the next year without me having to do too much maintenance on it. If you're a paid member, your zone will be the very first one to be updated from this day forth. Period, point blank. And it kind of just trickles on down line. Now, Cubs and Knights, your guys' zones will be updated kind of on a bi-weekly basis as of right now. So it will not receive the same attention as a paid member, but we recognize that you guys are our children, so you will receive at least the second level of our prioritization, and the last level will go to our members, our free members in general. So if you guys do get a chance, please explore the website sometime throughout the day. You will notice that all of the free giveaways have been reset. We are going to be giving away 3 prizes just in time for Halloween this year. So please check out the games. You'll notice that it's a lot easier to play. Simply now, you're just watching a couple of shows. That's about it. And as we start seeing more activity on the games, we will definitely be updating that content as well. Now, at some point throughout today, we are going to do our very first Pick 3 raffle. As promised, Pick 3 is coming back with full of vengeance. This is the largest prize that we've ever given away. We're just putting money out there, just fuck it. So with that being said, you have a chance at like literally winning $100 off of $1. All you gotta do is just pick 3 numbers. Now, if you're anything like myself and you have a charitable heart and don't mind giving a little bit, well, a $5 ticket reinsures your bet. So at a certain level of the cards, you're not only playing with $1 hoping to win $100, but instead you're playing with like $7, and if only 2 of your numbers come up, you're going to get a majority of your money back. And if you happen to get the right combination of even just 2 numbers, it's actually a winning ticket that's going to pay out more money than you bet it. So definitely take some time, you guys, to explore the game options. Understand that by every ticket that you purchase, that dollar, if not paid directly back out due to a prize winning, is going directly to the website cost. In which case, our website cost is going to be due at the end of next month, actually. So November the 26th is when our website is going to be up for renewal, and in which case we're exploring a few different options, but just something for us all to think about as a family, as a whole. Now is a great time for us to pick up memberships. If you do not have a if you do not have a paid membership, we have redesigned the paid membership program to go from everything on down to $9.99 on up to $100, depending on your in particular level of membership in TCK that you feel comfortable helping the family with. If you only have $10, if that $10 took you a whole year to save, if you're something like Gameaholics ass and you keep winning my money all the goddamn time, then please feel free to say, Ray, keep some of that money and put on a membership. But there it's only $10 now, you guys, to become a bronze level paid member of the family and to say, yes, I helped build this family. I support my organization. Now, in addition to that, we have officially opened up another tier of paid membership in TCK. Understand, this is not for the faint of hearted. This is not for, my buddy Derpy Moon over here, which I want to say congratulations, Derpy. You're the newest member of the TCK paid member family. Of the donor society, excuse me. But this is for people who've been here for a while, who've actually donated more than some dollars. And in which case, if you take the time, and by the way, Big Bird, I want to get with you directly after this meeting if you don't mind. But if you take the time to donate up to $100, you're going to earn platinum level in TCK. Now, a platinum level membership comes with some very unique benefits. By the way, just so you know, your crown just changed, Dan. Sorry, but should have told you earlier. Anyway, outside of that, um, Dan also received a very unique and quite expensive gift set, if I do say so myself. He will probably give us an update about that in a couple of weeks here. But
Cool.
if you're not into free gifts, that's cool. Understand that we don't like sending free gifts. That costs everybody money. It costs you money to buy the shit. It costs me money to send the shit. And it's a real pain in everybody's ass. And if you just want to help TCK, each level of TCK membership has an option where you're not asking for anything from us, but you're just asking to give to us and receive a membership. If that's all you want, then literally you can join Dan at the platinum level for like as little as $75. Or you can go up to the silver level. Instead of spending $10, you could just spend $20 and get silver. But definitely check out our Facebook, or you could just check out our personal website underneath the paid memberships to learn more about how you can become a paid member and exactly what your money goes to. As of right now, it's important for you guys to know that tax season is right around the corner. Any donation that you give to us is tax deductible. That's your money that you can easily write that shit smooth off. Believe me, I've been doing it. So, with that being said, I don't really got too much more in the member table. Does anyone here have anything on the member table? Anyone? You? No? Alright. Well, with that being said, excellent. Well, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and adjourn the member table. Is there a member table going once? Going twice? Member table, member table, member table. And for the 3 viewers at home, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. It's a pleasure to have you. Okay, so with that being said, let's get ready to move up from the member table and let's proceed on to the commander table. Yes, my favorite one. Over this last week, we have inaugurated a few new Bronze Crown commanders, in which case, if you are a commander of this family, pat yourself on the back. We all know exactly what goes into that type of work. We all know what type of faith we're putting into these individuals. So if you're watching at home and you're one of those individuals, we're all sending our hearts out to you. Best of luck, and we believe that you're going to do the best of your ability. So we're rooting for you. So outside of that, I want you guys to all know that before Bick leaves office this year, he is definitely making a lot of power moves as far as all of the commander levels are concerned. Not only him, but he's being aided by the entire presidential staff right now. So just know that it's a good chance that your position may be changing in the family. I'm not saying for a good or for a negative. I'm just letting you know that with all of these modifications going on right now, please keep a very close eye on your staff and just make sure that you're setting the best example you can. So when the presidential staff is evaluating your house, well, we know who the right person is for the next job in line, if you catch my drift. All right. In addition to that, commanders, it's very important for you to understand that your attendance at your meetings It's probably, if you're at home, kiddos, please plug your ears right about now. This is about the time you don't want to listen to Ray. You're probably about one hair away from being on my worst side of my ass, okay? Like for reals. Let's not do that, commanders. So please go to your house meetings. If you are a commander, I do not want to mandate your presence at your house. But I swear to God, I will mandate it. I swear to God. I swear to God. So with that being said, every commander, take your time. Go to your house meeting. Please. Just go to the meeting. Just go to the fucking meeting. All right. And for every other member that's here, just understand that your house is having some type of event going on throughout the week. The events under True Combat Kings, well, pretty much in every zone, in the welcome zone, in the member zone, free member zone, paid member zone, Cub zone, there's an event calendar from now on. All events are right there. Every meeting going on this week is publicly announced right there. So please take time, log on to the page, see when your meeting is. Check the time zone converter just to make sure that the times are right for you. But we'll love to start seeing you at these events. Commanders, don't make me say that shit again. All right. So, with that being said, is there anything on the commander table that you guys want to add here? Anyone?
Yeah, sure.
Dan, how you doing there,
Yes,
bud?
me. Yes. This is
Yes.
also my favorite table to talk about as well. Um, before you came back into the lobby, Ray, I was just talking with some amongst the guys that was in the lobby. But what I'm going to suggest for now on too, um, is for all commanders actually. We have a chat to where we know who is going to be on who's coming through the ranks, who what level the green shielders what level they're at, and what I'm going to start suggesting is for um all the commanders of that's in that chat, all commanders period, should be going through that chat and adding these green shoulders to their friends list. Not only adding them to that friends list, but putting people as favorites. I know people don't do it, but what
Mm-hmm.
we need to start doing, all TCK members, and this is just how this is what I always do. All TCK
Mm-hmm.
members on that's on Halo 5 is on my friends list, on my favorites list. So when they pop on, I see everybody that's hopping on, just so I know, okay, well, I can invite this person or I can hop in the game with this person, whatever. I have everybody, every TCK member is on my favorites. So I'm suggesting that we, as commanders, I'm not going to tell the members to do it, they should do it anyway, but as commanders, we need to have everybody on every TCK member on our favorites. It's not hurting anything to do that. And I'm definitely want to mandate to, or I don't want to make it official, but I mean, well, yeah, all commanders should be making the green shielders, putting them on their favorites.
If you don't mandate
You
it, I
should do
will.
it anyway
I'll
because
mandate it right now if you don't want to.
so yes, it's imperative that we do that because we like right now we have like four green shoulders, I think four or five green shoulders that are um not they haven't taken their trial yet. And one hopped on, I think one is on now. So if we're not setting them as favorites, how we know when they're getting on? And
Amen.
especially if they, well, only time we really know if they're playing Halo. But if we don't, if they could be playing something else because they don't see any of us on, or because they don't have us as on their favorites, or whatever the case is. I'm suggesting that the commanders make sure that they put them on their favorites list so they can see who's coming in. You should do it anyway because I mean, instead of you always have to go to your friends list and see who's on, if you're seeing it as it pops up, then you know who's on. Yeah, some people hide offline and stuff like that, but ultimately, if you have them on your favorites list, it'll make things easier for just to see who's on. So definitely for that, commanders, let's start putting people on our favorites list. Let's start adding every time you see the tracker being updated, somebody's putting information up of a new green shielder, you should automatically, if you're on Halo, you should be adding them to your friends list. You don't have, it's so different from Halo 4, I mean, 360 to where they had to accept you. Now,
Mm-hmm.
you can be a follower at least until they add you, until you actually, because they'd be like, who is this person? They don't know who you are, but then, you know, playing with them and then hopping in the game, then you can introduce yourself. I'm such and such, whatever. Then, you tell them, add me, blah, blah, blah. Then, it'll change from there. But definitely want to start using this favorites list because it comes in handy when you're looking for people to play and play with you and stuff like that. So let's start adding doing that. I know Bird is really good at it. Anytime he sees me on, if he's especially if he's on Halo, he'll send me the minute I hop on, he sends me an invite, and that's what we should be doing. So thank you to that. Thank you for doing that, Bird, because I slack on that sometimes. So thank you for doing that.
What do I
He
mean,
sends it to me
motherfucker?
every single time. Every single time he sees me, he sends me an invite, and I appreciate it.
What do I
Let's
mean,
continue.
motherfucker?
You too, Ray. I'm
Oh,
sorry. You
people
too.
just
You do it
forgot
too.
about
You
Ray.
do it. Well, Ray. Well,
Ray's a
you too,
spammer.
Ray. You too. You too. And you spam it. So yes, exactly. Um. What is another thing I want to talk about? Yes, 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 yes. The other thing, commanders. Remember, and this is for members too. Because I think there was an issue that was raised about 2 weeks ago or last week or whatever, where members don't want to give over party lead because they was in the party first, so it's their party. I know we talk
Mm,
about this a lot, but it's a
I
subject that
can't go down no
we
more.
need to talk about. So if you guys don't know, members, commanders, how it works. If if a member is hosting a lobby and people join, fine. You have a whole bunch of members in and you're playing whatever, that's fine. When a commander comes in, you have to be courteous, or it's basically called follow the chain of command. And one of those chains is to give the party lead and the fire team lead over to the commander of
Mm-hmm.
the highest commander in that chat, or in that game, or in that party, or whatever. And it's one thing for a commander to say, don't worry about it, just go ahead and keep the party lead. That's okay if they really don't want it, because some people don't want it. I play with Silky Johnson all the time. He never wants the party lead. That's okay. But if people are asking you for the party lead, give them the party lead, especially if they're in a higher rank than you. I don't care if you're a member for 10 years and you have a commander that's, you know, you have to give the party lead over to the commander. That's just how we do things. And we
Mm-hmm.
do that for reasons. People come in, they shouldn't be here, shouldn't be there. We're trying to play a game. People want to talk trash, whatever. We boot them automatically. We don't want to hear it, we're gonna boot them. So there's reasons why we do that. So because there was an issue. The reason why I'm saying is because there was an issue brought up. I think it was 2 weeks ago, and I can't remember who brought it up to my attention, but um, remember to hand the party leader over to the highest ranking person member in the family. Let's not forget that. Um, and yes, commanders, please go to your meetings. Ray said that, but I want to say it again. Please go to your meetings. It's imperative that you go to your meetings. It's imperative that you hold your classes. Every commander right now should be hosting some kind of class or some kind of meeting.
Uh-huh.
You guys already know what your job is. So, and I understand, some weeks people can't do something, or they go out of town or whatever. That's understandable. As long as you communicate that with your higher ranking commander, then all is well. Shufa couldn't get on for his meeting. He sent me a message. He let me know. Bird couldn't be on for a couple of days. He sent me a message. I know all this stuff. So when things pop up, it's not like, well, ain't nobody. Where's he at? Nobody said anything. So, um, definitely go to your meetings. Definitely host your classes. Um, I keep saying that we're not gonna get any better if we don't play together. If we don't practice together, we don't play together. How are we expect to know each other's weaknesses and strong points
Mm-hmm.
in the game? So please host those classes. There's chats for the paperwork. Every commander should know how to do that now. It should be no questions about it. But if you have any questions, please see me, and I'll make sure I answer the questions as they come. And that's all I got, Ray.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, just remember, commanders, to kind of go along with that, hair on my ass. Okay, don't be that guy. So, thank you once again, Dan. That was very, very useful topics that you added to today's meeting. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. Does anyone else have anything on the commander table for today? Nothing else? Commander table going once, going twice. Well, with nothing else on today's commander table, we'll go ahead and move on up to today's general table. Well, you guys, generally speaking, there's not too many announcements to give you. If you're not already on our Facebook page, please take some time to scroll through it, like it. I'm telling you guys now, that thing is definitely going to continue to grow over the next year. We really appreciate all the member activity on the website. Now, with that being said, I can honestly tell you guys that TCK has definitely been doing a lot more over the last week. Trust me, we can see it from behind the scenes. You guys are using your website. Now, for everyone else that are, I don't know, if you're just not taking a few seconds out of your day to check out some stuff on the website, please enter a free giveaway. They're 100% free, and by playing at least one or two games, you're definitely going to do your fair share. There's one game on there called Cash is King. If you play that one game every single day, every game on the site you're going to enter into. In addition to that, you're going to do more than your fair share to help out the entire community. So it's greatly appreciated for everything that you do. Now, in addition to that, we are working on some type of way for not only TCK members, but you at home, the guy that don't even know us. We want to have your video. We want to see it. We want to see what you've been doing lately, not only on Halo, but on any of the TCK titles. So as time goes on, you're going to notice that each title is going to start having a more extensive member section. And inside of that member section, it's going to start including its own personal video content. Now, with this video content being added, this is where you come in at. Once we get the link up, all you have to do is simply send us either your YouTube or the video URL, something for us to find the video. If we're unable to find it, we will get back in touch with you. But we want to start sharing all of our members' accomplishments, achievements, cool moments, weird moments. If you manage to randomly stick a bunch of people, let us know. We want to share it. So, with that being said, there's not too much more on the general table for us to go over as far as announcements are concerned. Let me take a quick little look here. Yeah, outside of the events, I mean, as we already covered, the events are being a lot more broadcast now. So all you have to do is just check on any zone, and there's an event tab right there for you at your discretion. So in addition to the events, let me just take one last look here. Yeah, just check out the page. We really appreciate everything that you guys are doing for us. So with that being said, is there anything on the event section that, excuse me, is there anything on the general table that you guys like to talk about? General table going once, general table going twice. That is a really nice gun you got there. I never noticed that little flash on that. That's a really nice gun. You want to trade after this match? I mean, I got a pistol you can have, but anyway. General table going once, general table going twice. For the third and final time, general table. All right. Well, with that being said, I want to give a shout out to all of the paid members for being on stage with us today. Very special shout out to my man Derpy Moon. Another shout out to Big Bird. And of course, I'm always going to be here. And last but not least, let's not forget about my man Dan. And let's also give a shout out to the members that showed up. How you guys doing over here? Feel free to jump around, do something. The camera's looking at you guys. How you guys doing over here? Y'all just
I'm
gonna sit
hearing
there?
your thoughts.
Good. And that's the voice of Jesus back there. Yeah, there you go, buddy. You on the camera, boy. You get your camera time in. And I want to give a shout out to the Blue Spartan. This guy right here, he's just been randomly popping on stage and stuff. So I want to thank him for sitting his ass down. All right, so with that being said, everyone, we want to thank you guys for showing up today. Thank you for tuning in at home. If you need anything, you guys know where to find us. Same bad time, same bad channel next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great night.